Welcome back to the deep dive. Have you ever paused to think about how these huge companies manage all their data? I mean, you've got information just pouring in constantly like a river, right?
Yeah.
And then mixed in with that, you also get these massive, like, scheduled dumps of data, almost like a weekly freight delivery. How do they keep all that organized and, well, useful? So our mission today is to really dive into exactly that. We're looking at what's called a hybrid data pipeline. It's designed to masterfully unify both that real-time streaming and the large-scale batch ingestion, all feeding into one central data warehouse. And for this deep dive, that central hub is Snowflake.
Exactly. And we'll be digging into how key technologies fit in here, like Apache Kafka for the real-time streams, and then Fivetran, which handles the automated batch loads. And yeah, it all feeds into Snowflake. It's incredibly versatile, this setup. Think about the source's major cloud apps on GCP, AWS, Azure, you name it. Then you've got countless IoT devices, plus those big enterprise systems, Salesforce, ERPs. It handles a really diverse mix.
Okay, let's unpack this a bit because we're talking about two, well, fundamentally different ways data is coming in. How do these distinct methods, the real-time and the batch, actually operate side by side? I mean, without creating total chaos.
Yeah.
What's Kafka's specific role in that fast-moving river of data you mentioned?
Right. So on the real-time side, Kafka is really the star. It's built specifically for ingesting that high-speed, event-driven data, often from cloud applications. You can almost picture it like a super efficient messaging system. Producers, the sources, are continually sending data points, events, and consumers pick them up almost instantly. Kafka's role here is purely as a high-speed transport layer. It focuses just on getting that raw data from point A to point B incredibly fast. It's definitely not a traditional ETL tool, extract, transform, load. It's not doing complex reformatting midstream.
Oh, okay. That's a key distinction.
Yeah. And the beauty is once that data hits Kafka, it's pretty much immediately available in Snowflake, often through like direct connectors or maybe Snowpipe, which is Snowflake's own optimized service for continuous loading. So the key takeaways for Kafka are real-time ingestion, event-driven, and stream transport only.
Got it. Pure transport. That makes a lot of sense. Now, here's where it gets really interesting for me.
Okay.
Let's pivot to the other side of the coin. What about those big scheduled data deliveries, the batch ingestion part? How does that piece of the puzzle fit in, and what tool handles that?
Yeah, good question. That's primarily where Fivetran comes into play. Fivetran specializes in extracting data from those, let's call them different kinds of sources. Things like your IoT sensors, maybe,
Yeah.
Smart temperature gauges, tracking devices, that sort of thing. Or more commonly, those large enterprise systems, your Salesforce, your ERP platforms, the ones managing finance, HR, all that core stuff. Fivetran then, well, efficiently batch loads this data into Snowflake, usually on a schedule, but sometimes near real time too, depending on the setup.
Okay, batch loading. But how automated is it?
That's the thing. Its focus is strictly on extract and load. No complex transformations happening in transit. And this is honestly a bit of a game changer because Fivetran is heavily connector-based. It automates the process for hundreds of different sources. And crucially, it handles something called schema drift.
Schema drift. What's that?
So imagine your source data structure changes, like a new field gets added in Salesforce. Instead of breaking the pipeline, Fivetran automatically adapts. It sees the new field, adjusts the target schema in Snowflake, and just brings it in. It saves just a massive amount of manual engineering headache.
Wow. Okay. That is powerful. The automation sounds like a huge time saver. So bringing it all together then, we have Kafka for real-time transport, Fivetran for automated batch loading. How does Snowflake act as that central hub? What are the biggest, tangible benefits companies actually see from this hybrid approach?
Well, what's really transformative, I think, is that this hybrid approach creates a genuinely unified data ingestion strategy. It stops being two separate, siloed systems fighting each other. You get a single, consistent data pool in Snowflake. And from there, organizations can support both immediate, real-time decision-making. Think like detecting fraudulent transactions the moment they happen.
Right, the immediate stuff.
Exactly. And they can also do robust historical analysis, understanding last quarter's sales trends, deep dives into customer behavior over time.
So it serves both needs from one place.
Precisely. And the practical advantages are pretty clear. Fivetran, as we said, significantly cuts down manual engineering for those batch loads. I mean, before tools like Fivetran, setting up new connectors could take weeks of custom coding. Now, often just minutes.
Huge difference.
And Kafka ensures you have that low latency event streaming for the immediate insights. So connecting this to the bigger picture, what you end up with is a highly scalable and flexible architecture. It really effectively balances speed and stability, which is, let's face it, a crucial need for any modern data-driven business. You need both instant reactions and deep strategic insights.
Yeah, it really sounds like well, an elegant solution to what seems like a very complex problem. So just to wrap up our deep dive here, the core takeaways seem pretty clear. You've got Kafka handling the real-time transport of data, fast, event-driven. Then Fivetran, managing the automated batch extract and load for other sources, handling schema drift. And Snowflake stands as that central, powerful hub, unifying both these diverse data flows for all your analytics needs.
That's it. This hybrid architecture really delivers that powerful balance, agility and reliability, which I think we can agree is becoming increasingly non-negotiable in today's world. It's just so data-rich, so fast-paced.
Absolutely. Makes you think, doesn't it? What kind of complex data flows or information challenges are you thinking about now that could maybe benefit from a similar kind of hybrid approach? Something to ponder.